Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T. On our show today, we're going to get you picks from the college basketball today. And we're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Give us those thumbs up. It really helps us build up our audience. So we love to see you guys hit those likes, those thumbs up. Let's meet the cappers and get right to the picks so we don't mess around here on the Tony Six Morning Show. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's going on? You're on mute there, Rod.
Ended the losing streak, so good bright things there. So went nice 3-0 yesterday. Hit my best bet as well. So let's continue get winners in the right direction. Off to a cold streak, so let's make it a hot one. Let's continue to find these winners. Nice card today. Lots of action. There's some great games. I'm looking forward to tuning into and making us some money. Let's get to it.
Very good. Let's say hello to LL. What's going on?
Yeah, going pretty good. 1-on-1 day on the premium side. Did pretty well on the video. Unfortunately, did not put any of those on the premium side. So just ended up 1-on-1 there. And yeah, looking forward to today.
Yeah, looking for today's card. A good slate of games here from college basketball. A lot of big matchups, especially a matchup between number 1 and number 2 during the regular season. Who would know it'd be from the SEC? It's become, we always thought the SEC was a football school. They slipped up a little bit on the football side, but they made up more than made up for it on the college basketball side. Is I think I heard anyway 13 or 14 on that list on the college basketball possibility list to make the NCAAB tournament. So SEC has been cranking in college basketball this season on the projections, all the projections I'm seeing to make the NCAAB tournament. So let's get to the games here, and we'll do it in 4 blocks as we usually do here on this Saturday. So we started off here with the games beginning at noon, the nooners, and include the games at 3 Eastern. So we start with Rod.
All right, kicking off, started 3 Eastern games here. Let's see. The first one I like here in this matchup is give me UConn here. Seton Hall's missing one of their guys. Tough injury there for the Seton Hall player. He's going to need a knee surgery. So season ending there for Seton Hall. And UConn's starting to turn in the right direction. So I'll lay the 14.5 there with the UConn. I think they roll Seton Hall by 20 in that matchup. Then one I like the over between High Point and Winthrop. Both of those teams just are all high go piles of offense. You look at High Point, 14-11 to the over on the season. Winthrop 14-9. Total of 164. I think we cruise into the 170s in that matchup. Take the over there. Another one I'm looking at here is I like Virginia Tech. It was minus 1.5 up to 2 here in this spot. You look at Virginia, when they win 2 or 3 out of 3, they don't fare so well in that 4th game. They're 2-16 ATS in that 4th game after winning 2 of 3. So give me Virginia Tech at home there in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at here is where is it? Give me Vermont. I think the wrong team's favorite there. You look at Vermont as a dog. Sure, Vermont's had their struggles a little bit this year covering numbers and spreads. Maine's been playing pretty good, but Vermont's been dominant over at Maine. They've won 29 straight games versus Maine. So I'm not getting off that trend. I'm going to say Vermont wins their 30th straight versus Maine. Give me Vermont on the money line in that matchup. And then, of course, everybody wants to look at this big game here in this slate. I'm going to say is probably Houston taking on Arizona. Should be a good matchup in that game going. Houston struggled their last game offensively. Didn't have a good shooting night there. So I expect a bounce back for Houston with a good shooting performance here. And I think Arizona can definitely score enough as well. I think this total's too light in this game. I think this is going to be a higher scoring track meet type game. Houston and Arizona. In this one, I'll take the over 138 in that matchup. And then I like an under here between Army and Navy. It's at 144. I think that total's way too high. I would play this all the way down to about 135 or so. I think it's about 9 points too high between Army and Navy. Look at how Navy's been shooting. They've just been shooting awful offensively. I just don't know how they're going to be able to. They'd have to score at least 70, and Navy's not scored 70 in that one. Take the under 144, Army and Navy. And then the last one here, you know what? I'm going to hold my nose and I'm going to take the Paul plus the 12.5 heading into Xavier. I think it's just too many points for Xavier. I think Xavier wins it by about 6 or 7. but not by the 12.5 there. Give me DePaul plus the 12.5 there in that matchup.
There from Rod, we move on over to El Ninos, covering the games here, the Nooners, including the games at 3 Eastern.
Yeah, I like a few early ones here. I had a couple in my video. The ones I didn't touch there, I guess I have a small lean on Wisconsin here. I think their offense keeps them in this ball game. They've been shooting the ball really well, so I like that. I like the points we're getting there with Wisconsin on the road against Purdue. I like Tulane. It's probably my favorite of the free picks here I'm going to give out in this slot. I just think they're the better team all around, except when you look at the rebounding edge here. For Rice, but again, as long as they box out, they should be able to get the job done and cover this little number for us. So I like Tulane a lot, and a smaller lean to Miami here. 0-6 on the road, but we're not asking them to win this game. We're just asking them to keep it within single digits. So small lean to Miami there.
Yeah, from El Ninos, tell you what I think about these games here. And the Wisconsin, I'm going to butt heads with El Ninos here. I'm going to look at Purdue in this spot just based on recent form and the fact that Purdue is number 1 in offensive efficiency in the Big Ten. And also number 2 on the defensive side. So all the numbers I'm giving you here are all going to be based on conference numbers here. If you look over their past 5 games, but big discrepancy in shooting here. Boilermakers at 51%, Wisconsin here 41%. Boilermakers, you go back and look at their games, they have several dominated wins at home. I'll look for them here in this spot here to cover this one. I like Arizona's home court here. I'm going to look at the Wildcats who've covered 4 of their past 5. Something that really stood out to me is Houston's defensive form. You look at their past 5 games, get up over 47% shooting. Is Houston Cougars with that shooting numbers here? Wow, that defense have kind of gone the other way there. I understand I understand the folks looking at the over because the defensive form for Houston right now. But I'll look at this Arizona home court and look for that home court to push them over, to get them this win. I like them here plus the points though. Wildcats in this one. All right, let's continue here on the Totally Mixed Morning Show. Remember, guys, we're giving you our picks here from our shows. But remember, if you're looking for our best, we're giving you our free picks, I should say here. If you're looking for our best plays, just visit our site TonySpix.com. It's where we have our best bets, premium plays up there from all our cappers here. You can see leaderboards here. Rod coming up with a big day. El Nido's doing well. I hit my best bet yesterday as well with Dartmouth. We'll be locked and loaded here for the games here on Saturday. Remember, our promo code is TonyT at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. And all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased. We'll be credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. You can see we're loaded with our best bets here, ready to roll here for the Saturday card. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show as we get ready here to move on over to the next block of games. In this block, we're covering the games beginning at 3:30 Eastern time, and we'll include the 5:30 Eastern in this block. We start with Rod.
All right, let me just 5:30 Eastern. Include the 5:30 Eastern.
Include the 5:30. Yep.
Okay, definitely not my favorite slate here. This little midday kind of chunk of games. We see these two, Cornell and Dartmouth, just play on Friday night. So back-to-back spot here for both of those teams. And the way Dartmouth's been playing, you know what? I'll take the home dog there in that matchup. Give me the plus 3.5 there. Dartmouth's been shooting well. They started off slow, but definitely turned things around and got to keep it close with Cornell. I know Cornell offensively has been playing some pretty good hoops. That's why that total was 162.5. And as I'm talking about the total, it dropped. It went down to 162 there in that one. So they think it might be a little bit more defensively. But either way, I'll take Dartmouth plus the 3.5 in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at in this time spot is, they said not my favorite time slot on the. It's got the big game though. It does have the massive game. Your 1 versus 2. Any of you look at that 1 versus 2? I look at this. What did Auburn do to last year? They went into Alabama, and what did they do? They lost by 4 points in that matchup. What has Alabama done at home over the last 2 seasons? Well, they've only had 3 losses over the last 2 seasons at home as this Alabama team. And they beat Auburn by 4 in that matchup last year. And you know what? I think this Alabama team is much better than that last year Alabama team. They're starting to turn things in the right direction. I think this is it's going to be a close game. I think it's one of those back and forth. We see some lead changes, back and forth all the way throughout this game. Look at this total at $1.72. I don't think a whole lot of defense is going to be played in this matchup either. I think we head well up into the 180s, maybe even the 190s in that matchup. But either way, you want to know the winner? I'm going to take Alabama to continue to impress their dominance on their home court. Like I said, 3 losses over the last 2 seasons. It's going to be tough for Auburn coming into that into there. I'll lay it with Bama to get the win in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at here is just in case of way too many points here is CSU Fullerton heading into CSU Bakersfield. It's just Bakersfield laying 9.5. No, too many. You look at both these teams, 8-15 to 1 ATS. Give me CSU Fullerton plus the 9.5 there in that matchup.
There from Rod. We move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, like Howard, they won the last meeting 100-94. Now they will be on the road this time, but I think they get the job done here through their offense. I think their offense leads the way and gets the job done for them. And the other one I liked, Mississippi State, to keep things close here against Ole Miss. They won the last meeting again, 84-81 at home. They're 5-2 on the road, so travel pretty well, and you got a big edge on the board. So I like that. I like to dominate down low and at least keep it competitive. So go Mississippi State with the points.
Yeah, from El Nino, say that one games I like in this slot. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Alabama here. They've covered 8 of 11 in conference, and their shooting form and defensive form just fantastic right now over their past 5, 52%, allowing just 41% here. Tide is second effective field goal defense, defending the 3 and the paint very, very well. Tops in offensive efficiency, rebounding as well. One thing with the Auburn offensively in the conference, they have struggled on the glass, and they also give a 49% inside there. So I'll look here at Alabama there. I like Minnesota USC. I like that game going over the total. Trojans 10-2 to the over, and Gophers 9-4 to the over. These are numbers in conference play. So these teams have trended over. And when you look at Minnesota, this is the worst team defensively against the Big Ten. They don't force turnovers, no ball pressure, weak on the glass. They don't defend the threes very well. They do make their threes, and USC has been a pretty good shooting team in the Big Ten at 36% for 3, but more importantly, 56% in the paint around the basket there inside the arc. So USC should have their way around the basket here. I look for an up and down game here. And also, Trojans not a very good interior defensive team. 56% shooting, they're giving up from 2. So we got 2 teams that are in good offensive form and in bad defensive form. Because if you look at the past 5, both teams are giving up 46% shooting over their past 5. And look at the over in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show. As next up, we will cover the games beginning at 6 Eastern and include the games at 8:30 Eastern time. 6 Eastern and then include 8:30 Eastern. We'll start with Rod.
All right, looking at this slate of action, you know what I'm going to take? Give me Illinois. Michigan State coming into Illinois, trying to get themselves Izzo's big record-breaking win. Well, I don't think Illinois wants to be part of that record-breaking Izzo win. So I think the Illini at home here, that's where they play their better ball. Dominate Michigan State right from the get-go and win by 10+. So I'll lay the 6.5 there with Illinois. Sorry, Izzo. No record-breaking win here today in that matchup. Another one I like here in this spot is where's the dog? You know what? I'm not liking what I've seen from this Kentucky team. They're 3.5-point dog. Give me Texas at home. I'll lay the 3.5 there in that matchup. Kentucky is just we've seen them look half decent times, and then we've seen them just lay eggs and dumpster fire at times. So I'm not sold on this Kentucky team. I don't think they go far this season at all. Definitely not making the Final Four in that Kentucky team. Give me Texas here in that matchup today. And then another one I'm looking at. Give me UNC Wilmington facing Elon. You look at that matchup, and it's a complete mismatch. UNC Wilmington offensively are going to be able to run up and down the court and have no problem pulling away to a 10+ point win over Elon. I just don't think Elon's got the offensive horses to be able to keep up with UNC Wilmington. This did open, and it's been on the rise. What is UNC Wilmington won 9 straight, where they've scored in the 80s or 80+ in 8 of those 9? Yeah, give me UNC Wilmington over Elon in that matchup.
There from Ron, we move on to El Ninos.
Yeah, I like the first one we look at is Idaho State. They won the last meeting 70-67. Now, there's a bigger concern here on the road. They are just 3-9, so yeah, that is a bit of a concern there. But they do have that big edge on the board. So as long as they keep rebounding here, I think they can get the job done for us here. And I like Marshall laying the points on the road. Maybe I like this one better at the 2 picks here. Laying under 2 possessions here, I think well worth it. They're the better team, and slight concern with the turnovers, but as long as they take care of the ball, I think they get the job done for us and cover this number.
Yeah, from El Nido, say what do you think on some of these games here? Kentucky and Texas. I'm going to butt heads around in this block. I like Kentucky here plus the points. Texas senior Arthur Kaluma is doubtful in this game. Longhorns not in a very good shooting form. We look at Kentucky over their past 5, hitting 49%, but the defense has gotten better for Kentucky over their past 5 games, giving up 43% shooting. If they play defense, look out for Kentucky because we know this team can shoot the ball very well. Second effective field goal shooting in the conference, hitting 41% from 3. So they do rebound defensively, but we've seen improvement defensively from this Kentucky team. Texas 13th in defensive efficiency, a team that does not force turnovers. They don't defend the 3-point line. I'll take Kentucky in that spot. I got to take Izzo this time of the year, getting almost more than 2 possessions, 6.5. Yeah, I got to take Izzo in this spot here. Illinois, just 44% shooting team in conference. Spartans have covered 8 of 12 in the Big Ten. They are the number 1 defensive team in the Big Ten, allowing 28% from 3, 47% around the bucket. As I said, these numbers I'm giving to you is against the conference. A strong team on the glass. I look for them here to cover that points. I think it's a little too many points here to give Izzo this time of the year. All right, let's continue here on the 26 morning shows. We'll continue here on College Hoops. We'll cover the games here from 9 Eastern time, and we do have a midnight game. Irvine going to Hawaii tonight, so we'll cover the 9 Eastern all the way to the midnight Eastern. So we'll start here with Rod.
Yeah, look at the first one I'm looking at. Give me Washington State. Give me the Cougars plus the 15.5 heading into St. Mary's. This is just too many points. St. Mary's at home. They get the win, and they haven't covered as much as they would like here at home on their home court. And 15.5, just too many. Give me the Cougars there in that matchup. And you know what? I think the wrong team's favorite. Give me Boise State heading into San Diego State in that matchup. I'll take Boise State on the money line. I think just the wrong team's favorite. Should be a good game between those 2 clubs, but Boise State comes out on top in that matchup. And then the other one I'm looking at here, where is it? I'm going to take Portland here against Loyola Marymount. The Mount laying 5 on the road heading into Portland. Nah, this Mount team is definitely not the same Loyola and Marymount team we've seen over the last few seasons. They're covering 5 on the road. Too many. Give me Portland plus the 5 in that matchup. And then there was one more. I'm looking at where is it? Give me Kansas here. I'm not trusting Utah to be. I got Kansas by 10 plus over Utah. They'll be able to slow up this Utah team defensively, and then offensively, Utah just not going to be able to keep up. Give me rock the chalk with the Jayhawks. Lay the 6.5 there over Utah tonight.
Yeah, from Ron, we move on over to Al.
Yeah, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna be on the other side of that San Diego State game. I think they won the last meeting here at Boise. Now they're at home, and I just think slightly better team here. Yeah, as he said, should be a good game, but I'm slightly leaning the other way here to San Diego State. And the other one I liked was Liberty. They lost their last meeting 72-70. But I still think they're the better team here, and they are 6-2 on the road, so they travel pretty well, and I think they get their payback here on laying just, I believe it's 1 or 2 points, 1.5 points. Let me see what the line is right now. Yeah, 1.5. So you could take a money line probably. I see a minus 125, and going with Liberty.
Yeah, from El Nino. Say what I think about these games in this later slot. Couple I like here. I'm going to look at Utah plus the points here. Utah have been shooting the ball very well. Kansas not been a really good shooting team away from home. Matter of fact, something that's strange with this team, just 7th in offensive efficiency in the Big Ten. This is the team that used to be a really good shooting team. You always see them number 1 in the league here shooting the basketball, but they turn the ball over just 32% from 3. They don't force turnovers defensively. Utah, a really good team in the paint. I'll look at the Utes here. Pretty good shooting from over their past 5 games. Boise State and San Diego State. I got to look at that that home court very strong for San Diego State in Viejas Arena. The crowd will be pumped up for this game. Aztecs have been holding teams at 37% shooting here in conference play. You look at Boise State here, away from home. The Broncos giving a 46% shooting. You better come. You got to have tight defense if you want to beat the Aztecs in Viejas, and that they're not a very good defensive team when you get them out away from their court. Away from home, Boise State has failed to cover 8 of 12. We know Aztecs are very strong in the last. They'll be pumped up for this game in Viejas. That's a very good home court there in San Diego. So I'll look at the San Diego State there in that one. All right, we got you through our calls again that we liked here from this college basketball card. So now it's time for our parlay purposing, or our cappers can give you their parlay, a team player prop, or they may give you some other plays that they may like found some games they like in college hoops they missed. Also, we can also look at NBL All-Star stuff. We've got 3-point game going. We've got hockey going on today with the Nations Cup. So in this thing, we start with Rod.
Now for me, I'm going to give you a couple more here. A couple dogs I like. You look at Monmouth taking on Towson here in that one, and I think that's just too many points for Towson to be laying. Towson versus teams this season that hit 72% or more of their free throws. They're only 4-7 ATS this year. So give me Monmouth plus the points in that matchup as the dog. And then I like Miami here in the first half of games. You look at Pittsburgh this season versus teams hitting 45% or more of their field goals, which surprisingly is the Hurricanes hitting more than 45% of the field goals this year. Pittsburgh's only 2-11 ATS in that first half, and you're going to give me 7.5 points with Miami in that first half. We'll take it. Give the Hurricanes plus the 7.5 in the first half. And then we're looking at the Four Nations game today. We got USA taking on Canada this afternoon. Well, USA, for one, has the better goalie with Hellebuck going. For me, it doesn't even matter who Canada starts in that one, be it Hill or Bennington. Hellebuck is the better goalie by far. And you got the Kachuk brothers, the duo that they don't play it together very much, but they're together now, and they've been looking forward to whooping up Team Canada. So I'm a Canada guy cheering for Team Canada, and we're going to lose. Give me the USA on the money line in that matchup. Yeah, there's 3 for you. You can parlay those up or play them singly. Either way, there's 3 extra little bonus plays for you here today. Absolutely love.
There from Rob, we move on over to El Ninos.
Gonna go Tulane, Marshall, and Liberty.
There from El Ninos. Tell you some of the ones I like here. Let's see. Give me in a parlay. I like a bonus place here with Arkansas plus the points. I also like Syracuse plus the points there against North Carolina, and give me Oklahoma pounding LSU. LSU has been one of the bigger disappointments in all of college basketball. They have just been getting pounded away from home. So Syracuse plus the points, Arkansas plus the points, and we're going to go here with Oklahoma here to lay on LSU. All right, we got you through that segment here. And now it's time to see what the cappers have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. It's looking into a big Saturday of action from college basketball here. So we'll take a look and see what Rod has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. As you can see, we got our plays for your best bets and more over on the site. And we'll see what Rod come off a nice 3-0 day. For day, also having a great year in hockey. So we patiently wait for hockey to return. Rod, what you got for sale?
And for me over at Tony's Picks today, I've got, I believe I have 8 plays in over at Tony's Picks. So the best way to get all of those plays is to go long-term, scuba long-term pass and join me. But I do have I believe I have a 3-pack to kickstart the day. That's a way to go scoop up that 3-pack and then start the day winning in that one. But like I said, loaded day in action. Got that early college basketball 3-pack going to kickstart the day, and then I'll have plenty more throughout the day. As I said, I've got 8 loaded in already, and 3 of those are going to kick it off. My play of the day is in a late game, and I'll have it up there for you shortly. I just have to throw it into a package. It's in there already, so join me. As you can say, we ended our nice little 5-15 run that we were on and kicked it off to start the weekend with a nice 3-0 on Friday. Let's carry it over in today and have ourselves a big Saturday. I'm excited. Love today's card. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Rod, come on that big Saturday. UCLA got it done. Mount St. Mary's got it done. And
they had to travel, right? Everybody was all UCLA had to travel. Yeah, they didn't go home. That's the problem. UCLA stayed right where they were, and I liked them where they were. It came right down to the wire. Indiana, I don't know what they were doing late. They made some pretty poor clock management decisions. I don't know why that guy's hucking a three from midcourt with 3 seconds left. I'm quite sure that UCLA was going to let you drive right down to the bucket and lay it in to make it a 1 point or 2 point game. But I don't know. Some bad choices there coaching wise for Indiana, I think, down the end. Yep, they were right there with them.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. You see he's got his plays up for you right now over on the site there. As you can see here, early college basketball 3-packs. So get on board. Remember, all the one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must earn a profit or amount purchase. We'll be right back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. All right, let's take a look and see what Al Nino's has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Al's put together a pretty good run here over the past 7 days. Al, what you got for sale?
Yeah, it's been a lot of 50-50 days lately, last few days, but we'll try to get back on the winning side. At least we're not losing too much, just a little bit of juice. Had some little small plus money plays in there as well, so not too much juice, but we'll look for a winning day today. Just one play up so far, but with all the games today, you should probably look for more as the day goes on. Still early here, so should probably get some more plays in there.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Al Enos over at Tony'sPicks.com. He's got an alley-oop play. Look for some more plays up here on the site from Al. Of course, remember, if you get these long-term passes, they do include our late steam plays. We give you plays. Our member plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time. Then we handicap throughout the day and night. Looking for winners for our long-term subscribers. Any play we enter the system, we allow our cappers to enter games in the system between 10 minutes to 2 hours for game time. Those are tagged as late steam, and those are emailed directly to your inbox using the email you use to sign up for the service. So late steam, they're a big feature available at Tony'sPicks.com when you purchase a long-term subscriber from any of our handicappers. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, I've got a best bet on the board right now here over at Tony's Picks. Right now, best bet here, hit the best bet with Dartmouth yesterday, have best bet now, and I also have a 3-pack. So 4 premiums for me right now over at Tony's Picks. So go ahead and get signed up with me. And of course, you can always opt for that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Match me up with one of your favorite cappers here and get on board on that as well. All right. We're with you here every day here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time here with the 26 Morning Show. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Be live with us. So when we give out those plays, you get them right away. And of course, if you ever miss any show, I just want to let you guys know that you can go to our YouTube channel at Tony's Picks and check out the archive there. And you can see, could you watch the replay of our show? We can also watch a replay of our happy hour live show. It's 5 Eastern time here. Monday through Friday, Rod hosts it. You can see we got the cappers on there. Some can't make the morning show. They come up to the evening show. Some of our cappers make both shows. So check it out here. It is our YouTube channel there. We'll be able to check out our live tab, watch the replay of the show if you need help with some of the picks late in the game, or if you want to just miss a show and you want to watch it again. I want to make note of our on-demand content. We're not just a live stream, but we put up a lot of content on demand. Go a little deeper dive. We'll let you know what we got up there right now. Al Ninos has put together a video series where he finds 3 dogs of the day for you. And on these 3 dogs, he's got 3 college basketball dogs. So he's got those up right now. So check them out. Damon Sosh coming in with a Kentucky-Texas pickup on the site. On demand, I got about 8 games covered for you, a little more in depth there. Kevin Thomas coming in with the Miami and Pittsburgh game up there for you guys. Rod's got a 3-teamer right now. They're a 3-team parlay for you right here on our YouTube channel. So guys, check it out over on our YouTube channel on demand and our live tab. If you miss any of our live content, we do produce some shorts. Sometimes I'll throw a short up there, hit the Hawaii Long Beach game. I missed the premium, but I made sure the short was there. Brian comes in with a short with the Army Navy game. So we got that up there for you as well. So we got you covered over on our YouTube channel. Lots of picks from our cappers, guys. So go ahead and check it out over at Tony's Picks YouTube channel there. And let the cappers talk a little bit more about their video series. Of course, Rod, we can catch you here on the happy hour show Monday through Friday. You also contribute here on the YouTube channel as well as on demand.
Yeah, definitely tune into the happy hour Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Definitely enjoy doing that show for you guys, getting all the late info, and definitely on the on-demand, like Tony mentioned, got a little 3-teamer for you. We crushed it last Saturday with that 3-teamer, so go check it out. Let's have another winning Saturday there. And then, when hockey's back, I'll have you covered on all the games going forward on the ice for the second half of the NHL season. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And as I said, college hoops, if I can find a 3-play that I absolutely love and we can make some money on, it'll be out there as well. So definitely be on the lookout for those.
Great job there from Ron Zawacki. And of course, Al you put together that video series every day looking for dogs, 3 dogs.
Yeah, 3 dogs, and they've been barking lately. Back-to-back sweeps there, so hope I didn't just jinx myself. But yeah, I'm still waiting for my buddy that did the recap the other day on my whole 2 losses and 1 win to come back and give me a recap. Haven't seen him last couple of days, unfortunately, but I'll keep looking for him. And I love those comments, so keep them coming. Again, good, bad, ugly, keep them all coming.
Very good, guys. So, guys, check out our YouTube channel there, guys. There's lots of great content. Of course, replay of the show. All right. Before we roll, does anybody have anything in closing before we close it out?
Don't see Lamar in the chat, so I hope he made it home safe from his parade.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
He did it early. He made it home from the parade. He said early that he made it back from the parade. He popped in early, so maybe he just popped in, popped out. I'm sure I seen him early.
Oh, there he is. I see it now. Okay.
Yeah,
parade was great. Yeah. Back, baby. Let's go Birds. See, so yeah, he was back at the chat.
He's ready for back to back. He's ready to lead another back to back.
He's ready to go back to back. Yeah, exactly. He's ready to go back to back with the Eagles. So
well, they got a good squad over there.
We got some more folks going to chime in on him. Went to the parade there here. Arkansas. Yep, that's a possible there, wager detective. I'm with you there on that Arkansas plus 8.5. So great contributions from our chat as well. All right, that's going to do it here for the 26 Morning Show. Find more picks on our YouTube channel on demand. As I showed you there, we got some content ready to roll here. All right, goodbye, guys. You guys make it a winning day. We're back tomorrow here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern with the 26 Morning Show.